So the last film we're going to be looking at is Flamin' Hot on Disney, which, Emma, you've seen this one, we haven't.
Yeah. I'm going to read you the IMDb synopsis and then I'm going to explain something. This is the inspiring true story of Richard Montanez, who, as a Frito-Lay janitor, disrupted the food industry by channeling his Mexican heritage to turn flaming hot Cheetos from a snack into an iconic global pop culture phenomenon. Here's a clip.
The guy started at the very bottom. I know I don't look it, but I got a PhD. I'm poor, hungry, and determined, sir.
Okay, I can see you're gonna be a weird one.
What's happening?
Layoffs, son. Lots of them.
Frito-Lay isn't getting enough orders to keep the factory open.
Ow, wow, 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 wow.
What is it?
It burns.
Must stop eating it?
No, I like it. It works good.
I think there you introduced that as global phenomenon, Frito-Lay red hot chips. This is a bit like A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, and a bit like Are You There, God, It's Me, Margaret. One of those things which... Oh, and The Machine that we talked about last week. So it's one of those kind of American cultural things which you bring across here to the UK and everybody says, what? Had you heard of them before?
The ones... Flaming Hot Cheetos?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
You have? Oh, well, look, it's me.
Yeah.
It's me. I'm wrong.
You may have been living under a rock, Bob. You know.
Clearly, I have.
Even I've heard of them.
Well, I stand corrected.
So the thing I want to explain is that I found this really interesting, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to go onto Google, like you do. It seems like it is a glorified story, and that it's not what happened. So, surprise! A film has slightly changed what the story was. Nevertheless, if you think of it as a fictionalized story, it's just really heartwarming. Because obviously it's set, years ago, and they're struggling and they're going through lots of redundancies, and the factory is getting smaller and smaller, and Richard is really interested in what's going on. He likes engineering, and he's very engaged, and so he's basically trying to think of ways to keep the factory going and what they can do, and he has inspiration from his local culture. There's a beautiful montage of them testing flavours at home. Richard and his wife have got 2 sons, and they're using the youngest one as the official taste tester, what he says goes. And there are just lots of really heartwarming bits in it, and honestly, I probably wouldn't have chosen to watch this, but I had one of those moments where I'm just flicking through and I had no idea what I wanted to watch, and it popped up and I was like, you know what, why not? It's new, I'll watch it. And I'm really glad I did. It was really entertaining.
Yeah, I must admit, this one had passed me by, and based on the fact I knew you were talking about that in this podcast, I went and watched the trailer. I didn't have time to watch the film, but the trailer made me want to actually watch it. I thought it looked a really fun, entertaining, based on a true story type of film.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's good.
There's one bit in it as well that actually gave me goosebumps, and I was so surprised that it got to me like that. I don't understand how this sort of film could do that, but it's really good.
Good. Okay. Well, that sounds entertaining. Marks out of 10 from you?
So, if we ignore the fact that it's an embellished story, I'm going to give it an 8, because I really did enjoy it.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Look, I mean, there's room in the agenda for a kind of decent Disney film that you can watch. It's a family film. This is a PG rated or 12 rated film, I guess.
You know what? I can't remember, but there wasn't anything particularly offensive in it.
So it's a family.
Yeah.
It's a family film. Okay, that's good. All right, so that gives us a Flickering Dreams score for Flamin' Hot of 8 out of 10, just based off Emma's review, and that makes it a flaming hot.